Howdy, Texas Pond Bassmaster here. Hope you're having a great day. I'm getting ready to fish at a new pond that I was introduced to. This pond does produce some bass. There's been some 3 and almost 4 pound bass caught out of this pond, as well as some 1s and 2s as well. So there is some bass here to be caught. Today I'm going to be using a couple of different swim baits. There's a lot of moss in this pond, so you have to throw between the channels of the moss and then maybe catch a bass between those channels and then pop it up on top of the moss and drag it across the top and see if a bass comes up and gets it that way. I do have my GoPro with me today. It seems like when I go out with my GoPro, I don't catch any fish, but when I leave my GoPro at home, I catch fish and then I do those short videos. So I'm hoping I can catch some fish today and get it on video. So grab your rod and let's go fishing and see how we do. Alrighty, so I'm here at the pond. This is what I was talking about, throwing in the channels between this moss. It is really windy today. I've got my back to the wind. I got my Lew's kicking their bass rod and reel combo. I've got a Googan swim bait on it. It's the green pumpkin and pearl. So grab your rod, let's go fishing, see how we do. So these swim baits, I use a 3/0 hook Texas rig, weightless. So you can throw it out there, let it go to the bottom, and you can just drag it along the bottom, bump it, pop it, hop it every now and then. You can crank it slowly, bring it up off the bottom, crank it a little faster, bring it up higher in the water column, or crank it real fast and even get it on top, like a top water lure. So that's a couple different ways that you can fish these swim baits. There's storms rolling in. I fell a bump. Yep, got a fish. I got to get him through that moss line. Moving that whole row of moss. Hopefully it's not just moss. Hopefully there's a fish there. But I did see a flash in the water, a little roll right there by where my bait was at. So right now it's just a big old hunk of moss. So we'll see. Sometimes these bass will hit your lure and they'll shoot straight down into the moss. And that's what you end up getting is the moss and not the fish. We'll see what we got here. Moss or fish, or both. Well, it ended up just being moss, no fish. It did break my line. I got me a 6-inch Divine Swimmer, 3/0 hook Texas rigged on here now. Got my favorite Army rod and reel. So let's try this out. Ooh, that was a workout, getting that big old chunk of moss in here. But I did feel that bump, and I saw that flash. There's a fish. Same thing, see if I can get it through that moss. Yep, I see the splash. Come on, baby, get through that moss. Don't break that. So I'm taking a bunch of moss with me again. I can feel the fish, he's pulling. He's a pulling. There's more moss there in front of me. So you just got to work it through. A nice small little bass. Get up here in this grass. There you go. Nice little bass. Pretty little thing. Alrighty, got a fish. No skunk today. It was a nice little bass. I didn't weigh it, but it's probably 1.5 pounds. Like I said, there is some 3 or 4 pounders out here. Yeah, we're supposed to get some rain. Maybe tonight, tomorrow, and then Monday. There's fish just came off right off the edge of that moss. Oh man, I don't know if you saw that. Right off the edge of that moss, he followed it. See if we can't get it back over there. Yeah, as soon as the bait came off the top of that moss, that water rolled. Those bass, they'll hide in that moss, and when bait comes by, they come out of it and get it. So I'm right on top of that moss over there. See, there he is. Got him. Oh. Well, still there. Thought he came off. Well, now it felt like it came off. Yep. You can catch bass out in the open water there, but always around the edges of structure, edges of cover, because they like to hide. Almost feels like a bass is on there. There is a bass on there. Oh yeah, that looks like a decent bass. I have to weigh this one. Stay in there. Stay on there. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Gotcha. That's a nice bass. That's the one that was flirting out around that edge. Let's get a weight. Pounds and ounces, I'm zeroed out. £2, 8 ounces. Oh, that was a nice bass. 2 pounds, 8 ounces. That bass was the one that kept hitting my bait right off the edge of that moss. As soon as my swim bait would come over the top and drop down right off the edge. So he was working that edge. And don't be fooled. Sometimes I've been reeling in like this and there'll be a bass right here in front of me. I think I'm gonna go back over on the other side. Feels like a fish. Yeah. So I switched back over to my Lew's rod, put a lunker log on there, chartreuse black and green flake, cast out there next to that moss line, and just got hit. Come on, don't break. Stay on there. Stay on there. Stay on there. Another nice fish. Let's go get her weighed. See what we got here. 2 pounds, 2 ounces. Nice fish. Well, as you can see, it was a good evening of fishing. I like to fish it a little bit longer, but got to go pick up Mrs. Texas and get back to the house. Had some good fish today. Had a lot of good times. Caught some moss and caught 3 bass. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, please subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. This is the Texas Pond Bassmaster. Get out there and go fishing. Tight lines, everybody, and we will catch you later.